Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. I hope that things are well in your world. Pretty stoked that they've rebalanced Horizon Baldur's Alchemy Gate, or whatever this set is, because Blue kind of needed it. Like, even when Blue was wide open, sometimes I would kind of avoid it towards the end. I also was a little tired when I recorded these games, so I decided to try Best of One and kind of surprisingly enjoyed it, which I normally don't. So this is a little bit different experience from what we normally do here, but who knows, maybe I'll do more of it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy it, and if you do like the content, be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you get an alert when there's a new video to check out. All right, thank you so much, and enjoy. Let me decide what I'm going to first pick here, Chiram, and we'll talk some about that. I think it's probably Band Together. Yeah, I think it's probably Band Together. So I suppose saying I hate Cube is a bit extreme. I enjoy a good Cube now and then. I'll do a couple Cube drafts when they're up if there's a set out that I don't like. And then I'll move along. I'm not going to play Cube for hours and hours and hours. Because to me, Cube is really a way for people who like Constructed to play Limited. The more a limited set pushes itself towards synergy, the less I'm going to like it. Because I enjoy looking at a pack of cards and being able to identify the best power level card in that pack. And that's not something that you do in Cube. It's all entirely synergy, right? So it can be fun to do crazy busted broken stuff now and then. And you are technically drafting, but you're kind of drafting a bunch of constructed decks that people shuffled together and threw in a trash can and then made draft packs out of. But I've never been a huge fan of cubes to begin with. This pack is leaving a lot to be desired. I don't love Gut. I do quite like Line Up the Shot, but I don't really want to force green. And if I was going to force green, I'm probably just better off taking the gate. I think I'm going to take the gate and see where this takes me. It's at least an uncommon. This thing went from not playable to playable, which I like. This pack has some challenges, however. Like some serious challenges, in that it's bad. Yeah, they moved him to Mana Rocks, which is kind of neat. The Conjurer can be interesting too. I'm going to set us up to get rewarded if green's open, and if not, move somewhere else. I haven't tried this specific cube, Tombasan. I think I've played every other one that's been on MTG Arena and MTGO. Unless this cube is vastly different from the last one. I enjoyed the last one for about 5 drafts. It's just I'm never crazy excited about Cube. Like, I'll do a couple, and they good. Charm Sleep is interesting, but I think we've got a chance to kind of hack green. I'm not really expecting people to read those signals, but this is a pretty good green start. I suppose I'm a little bit in the minority here, but I like playing with low power level cards. You know, Zombob's making a face here. But I'm kind of with you, my friend. I want to wheel a 2/2 in my color and be happy about it. We're in a position to be happy to go into black. But I really need to figure out what's open to pair with this. Because green is getting cut. We're also cutting the snot out of it, so if our neighbors can read signals at all, we'll be in business. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, John. I think I'll try the Gate to the Black Dragon and see if Black's actually open. Green-Black could be quite interesting. My favorite draft format ever is Chaos Draft. If there's a remote chance we could get enough people together for a Chaos Draft today, I might do that. Just feels like we can take the Charm Sleep now. Blue's probably still open adjacent would be my guess. You used to be able to drag the cards to where you wanted, and I don't like that you can't now. Hello, Manaran. I am quite enjoying fatherhood. I want this bag of holding. I also kind of want the Prowler, but I'm taking the bag of holding, and you can't stop me. I could be convinced to play green-white if we see the pieces for it. That's okay, this is the feeling I want out of my cubes. I just wheeled an on-color 2-drop, and I actively wanted it. I'm excited to see it. I'm happy about it. I wheeled a crappy 2-drop, and I'm thrilled. That's pretty good, so it's pretty good. I've played this before and not been too embarrassed. Kind of need to see what opens up here. Okay, not gonna lie, blue's looking alright right now. Yeah, agree. It's certainly playable. I mean, it was playable before. I'm not going into blue for it. The synergy between green-black is very high, so I'd like to have cards like Chain Devil to combo with Circle of the Land Druids and kind of get the things that green-black wants to do going. Whereas blue, like, it's a playable 4-drop, but I'm probably not going to be super short on those. I do like a good Owlbear Shepherd. I don't think we're looking to get into red, and I'd certainly be interested in Myconid, but this lets me stay green, which I'm pretty happy about. Well, if we do want to get into blue, here's our spot to do it. We've got a Juvenile Mist Dragon, which I quite like. There's also a Humiliation, which I think is pretty good. This thing also got a tiny buff, which was nice. I think I like the Mist Dragon, and I'm going to think we're probably going into this color combo unless something drastically changes. I think Humiliation's in a fine spot, frankly. It's very good, but I don't have a problem with very good removal spells at common. I can probably wheel that Charmed Sleep. I expect I can get the Null Hunter and the Charmed Sleep back. I'm taking another Gate. This will give me an excuse to play 17 lands, which I think I'd like. I'm down with Corlessa if we're going to go green-blue. I can find value here. I haven't ever played this. it could get value in theory. Yeah, this is going in my maybe pile. It's one of those that, like, if you've got a good creature in play, this is great. But if you don't, it sucks. But like Undersimplify and Bile Duplication are certainly playable cards. We're not hurting for playables at all. The Moon Druid plays pretty well with the Owlbear Shepherd. The Ambitious Dragonborn could in theory play nicely with Corlessa. I think I'd rather just have, I could take Mooney or I could take Pilgrim's Eye for like opportunities for splashes. I feel like I take the Pilgrim's Eye and put it in the maybe pile as well. If I'm not splashing, I probably don't play it. I'm certainly taking another Basilisk. It's got the 2-drop sorted. Yeah, we can play an Air Cult Elemental for sure. These are cards that I think are playable, but I'm not like necessarily guaranteed to main deck. Spy is kind of in that camp too. Shocking Grasp is alright. I think I'm probably more likely to play the Shocking Grasp. For now, let's still keep these over here. I'll remember we have them. Jay Marty, thank you for the resub. I heard about that, John. That's pretty great. Although this thing's insane, right? Just draw 2 creature cards. Yeah, I'm taking that. There's our card draw. We wield the Charm Sleep, which I expected. Prism would basically let us splash anything we wanted, though. So I think I'm going with that. If we open anything good, we can just splash it now. Y'all spam some cats for Jay Marty. Thank you very much, my friend. It's a whole new world of streaming. But I'm a happy boy. I love my baby and I love my wife, and I feel very fortunate to be able to look after her every day. It is harder and more rewarding than I expected. It can be both. It's unfortunate because Champions of Tears kind of in that bomb level category. I'm not entirely sure that Jaheira is better than an Owlbear. She may be. It gives me an overload on 2s, which I dig, and it gives me the opportunity to have main deck artifact removal, whereas I might not otherwise. Here we've got a Herd Gorger versus a Lando. I think I'm kind of okay on card draw right now, and I'd rather have the Herd Gorger. If this wheels, we probably play it. This will wheel. Like, we'll get one of these 2 back. My goodness. Not 100% sure whether I want the Nurturer or just another Basilisk. They're so good at just trading off with crap and then getting back with Druidic Rituals and trading off again. I think I'm just happy to play as many Basilisks as we get. I actively want one of these. So I'm going to take it. Easy. These things are playable, and I literally have no 4s, so... Somehow blue dried up a little bit. It's all right. This is sort of a combo with the Conjurer if you're really looking for big ground blockers, but the Basilisks are mostly covering that. Never did bump into anything I wanted to splish. I could take another Charmed Slave. This is the worst removal spell in the set, but it's certainly playable. I think I'm getting another one whether I want it or not. I'm halfway considering a Follow the Tracks. I think I'd at least like to have access to it. I don't think you splashed that. It's kind of cute though. Well, we've certainly got some good ETPs. I guess we'll consider it. I don't think I'm going to have trouble closing a game and need this. But this thing sucks. I'm just going to take another Air Cult, play that, and probably Follow the Tracks and call it a deck. And I think be pretty happy with it. I've got room for 2 more cards. Probably play the Circle of the Moon Druid. Take a rare for collection purposes. I was going to say we can play the other Charm Sleep, and I probably will. I'm pretty happy with this. Could try the Vile Duplication. We are playing 16 creatures. And like, even like fail case scenario of getting like a Flying Basilisk is pretty good. Is there anything it's really bad to do on? Like getting a 4/2 flyer is neat. Another Mist Dragon's neat. But if we're cloning 6-drops, we've already won the game. If they've got if I've got a 6-drop in play that they can't deal with. I'm also kind of interested in it because there's just nothing to do on 4. I think I'm going to give it a try. I don't love the card, but I could see it potentially doing some work for us here. All right, let's see if we got something here. This is not great, but has potential. There's more green sources in the deck than anything else. It'd be awful nice to draw one of them. We could hang out with our Nomies. Never didn't have it. Yeah, get milling. I've never seen Mesa Disruption played. kind of forgot it was a card. Yeah, I don't think it's particularly good, but that's okay. They, again, don't really make unplayable cards these days. Don't kill my guy in response. I need this to work, please. Thank you! Turns out we were not disrupted. Humble game. I am playing best of one currently. I mean, it does something. That thing was so good as a 2/1. Like, just unreasonable magic card. Pork. Let's get some blockers. This can at least gain me 4 life, kind of on demand, if we think that's a thing we need. I don't necessarily agree with that one. I think it's okay to have powerful commons. I don't mind that. Yeah, it's great. It's a great card. It certainly did. It got a hell of a lot better. This is unfortunate because if they got a removal spell, I kind of get blown out here. I should have just done that on my turn. But I'll take it. I got a little bit of fancy play syndrome going there. Awkwardly puts me in a position where they can specialize this. I'm going to do this just for the scry because I really need to hit something. Because like we're in serious trouble. Those are both way too slow. So I'm glad I did it. We weren't drawing anything for a while. Yeah, Shadowheart's quite good. Hey Malone, thanks for the raid, bud. How you doing? I hope that things are going well in your world. Get a little more of that scrying action. I don't mind a charm sleep. Holly's here too. The gang's all here. I'm glad you enjoyed. If you were coming over from Malone's channel, I am a weekend streamer. We stream a little bit of Magic, a little bit of Cycle the Frontier currently. We're currently doing a best of one Alchemy Horizon Baldur's Gate draft. Tend to mostly play limited. Card's not fair. Not fair at all. Nice. It's a lot of hoops to jump through to chump block. Should have attacked with her too. I'm getting old. I'm just missing 3 damage. Well, it's more likely that I'm a bit sleepy. A baby never wakes late, nor does she wake early. She wake precisely when she mean to. I think I'm supposed to swing team and play this thing. Okay, we're dead to that. And decent timing, we need to restart to get rid of the arena sound bug. The only musical experiences I've had with her so far is that she does not appear to care for bluegrass. But I remember that being a bit of an acquired taste for me. Well, clearly it's my issue because they fixed it, right? Nah, I'm not going to make her listen to bluegrass. If it's not her jam, that's fine. No, Abe, they said they fixed it. Clearly, I didn't encounter it. It didn't just happen. It was a collective hallucination. There's 81 of us here plus me, so 82 of us just collectively hallucinated that the sound stopped. Because they fixed it. It said so in the patch notes. I read them. That's a hand. Maybe I should try that out. I actually had fun playing Magic Legends for a couple days with John. We were having a good time. I just still played the hell out of it, except it froze up my PC. Interesting decision whether or not to play the Moon Druid or the Conjurer, but given that I don't have anything to ramp to and a pair of 4/2s is kind of terrifying, I think we're going to go for this. If I'm attacking first before playing the duplication, because there's a chance they kill this. I mean, that's kind of fine. You got me. That would have blown me out if I'd tried to duplicate it. Yeah, that was a Diablo-esque game. John and I played that a couple times, and I thought it was pretty damn fun. I played Diablo. I played Hearthstone a little bit on my phone, and it was entertaining to an extent. I like that the gnome noise is that little squeaky sound. But I've heard that Spellsingers is basically Hearthstone with magic skins. Is that accurate? Which, I mean, frankly, kind of works for me. I enjoyed Hearthstone. Boop. I thought it was pretty fun. I just did that because they're sitting on a 7 drop. Like, it's kind of free. And even if they landed, I can still poke for a couple points of damage with the Basilisk. What's the idea with Marble Snap? Tell me about it. I know some folks that played it. You're not holding the counterspell, I don't believe you. They were holding a counterspell. Can you believe that? It probably doesn't have any sort of limited field, though, right? I would imagine. I found that I really enjoyed Hearthstone's Arena. Well, they feel like limited leagues that you're going to lose. Has been my experience so far. I never played Gwent. Somebody once told me that Gwent was a board game pretending to be a card game. I mean, I can just play the land and draw it. Bold move, Cotton. I have to cast the dragon side of this, I think. Which I also think I'm pretty happy to do. They've got to have something else, right? Because this is a stupid attack otherwise. think I probably win that. Depends on what they draw, I guess. Okay, not quite. Oh. Well. You say that. And then you realize that they can't actually cast the Lenormand. They can only cast the +2/+2. Which is not really as good as you might think. 10-card deck, 6 turns, start on 1 mana, get 1 every turn. 3 locations that have room for 4 characters have the highest power at 2 of the locations at the end of turn 6. You play 1 card a turn or something? I'm saying things like this. I don't have time for another card game. There's no way I'm going to start playing another card game. Maybe when Sim Baby starts kindergarten, we can talk about stuff. I haven't played Storybook Brawl in a long time, Monarch. I can see the benefit there, Zombob. Like, I can see why people are about that, and that's cool. I've mentioned a couple times, Monarch, I just don't have time to play a bunch of games anymore. And like, I still enjoy Magic and I get decent viewership when I play Magic. So when there's a Magic set that I enjoy, I'm gonna play it. And I'm liking this Baldur's Gate set still. The rebalance was really cool too. I like that. If there's not a draft set that I enjoy, that may be where I look at checking out Storybook Brawl again. But I've also really been enjoying the cycle. I just don't have a lot of time for that either. So it's kind of like I've really got to prioritize what I most enjoy playing and play that. And right now it's been the Baldur's Gate drafts and the cycle. It's a tough one. Miss land drop and die. I'll give it a goal. There's a hand that's pretty happy to flood out. You got it, buddy. These days, schedule is basically I stream on the weekends. Thank you, Intangible. Try to get in roughly 5 hours on Saturday, 5 hours on Sunday. I'll probably not do that long on Sunday this week. We're having some company over. I did stream at 4 a.m. once. That actually happened. Camera froze where it looks like I'm poking myself in the eye with my glasses. It's kind of funny. I may actually just leave it there. Yeah, I can pick my nose. I can make faces at the camera. This is great. Why would you ever adjust that? It looks perfect. Oop. Still busted. It has to attack though, right? Yeah, I think it do.
Happy 8th anniversary, Senpai.
Thank you very much, sweetheart. Simwife is my favorite subscriber. Sorry, y'all. Y'all spam some cats for Simwife. I love you. I'll fix it after this round. I can't quite figure out how to do it easily. So I'll do it eventually. Boop. I guess I can at least hide it. You don't have to sit there staring at me, shoving glasses into my eye. Remember one time I sneezed so hard the glasses flew off of my eyes. That would have been a great spot for it to freeze. 8 years. That's a lot of years. Oh no, I was using that. I was gonna use the duplication, and it was gonna be good, but it wasn't, and I don't like that it wasn't. Oh, that's not happy. Really not happy. Ooh, it's bad. We might be dead. I'm gonna have to take these things out because these don't do anything. Kind of badge. The good news is this Circle of the Moon Druid can hold down the fart for a little bit, as they say. It's a shame we can't block with it since it entered the battlefield tap. Oh, and never mind. It's a bit annoying, isn't it? Don't you kill it. Okay. I'm still here, picking my nose, shoving these glasses in my eye. It's all good. Vanguard, thank you for the 5 gift subs, my friend. You'll spam some cats for Thengarth. Or, you know, whatever emote you choose. They're all good emotes. Thank you, buddy. All right, you got me. This is not going to be easy. I need to be able to take out this Basilisk Collar. And I do have a few spells that would do that. I'm just going to need to draw them relatively quickly. I guess I can just try to restart. Here, let's try switching from there to there. Nope, still froze. Okay. While we're waiting, I may as well try to fix the camera. Ah, crap. Now it's fixed. I can't pick my nose anymore. Can anybody guess how I fixed it? I bet you can't. I turned it off and on again. That's right. That's exactly what I did. Violence is not the answer, no. I have to trade for all this crap given the fullness of time. No reason to hold lands. My bag of holding is in the bin. Okay, so violence is sometimes the answer in plumbing. Fair enough. I can believe that. I'm terrified of our water heater. It's gas. I grew up in a rural area that didn't use gas, and I watched an apartment building explode because of a gas leak, and that was pretty terrifying, if I can be real with you. You stop it. I should have double blocked that. It's relatively free. Gonna need an instant here. Heat pump. Didn't really need much heat. The real question was, how did you cool your hum? Now that one was a little difficult. Oh crap, this one has to connect. Fair enough, okay. Let's think this through then. It's the only block I can make and not die. So I think I'll make that block and not die. Oh, I know, Thangarth, it is not a rational fear. One didn't work out too well for us. Combat tricks are a lot better in Best of 1 than they've ever been for me in Best of 3. But I suppose something like Basilisk Collar would be too, because like, that's all you got. Well, good timing. I'll come in and see how she's doing. I'm starting to see why people go nuts for 2-drops in best of 1. You kind of have to have them. You know, that's actually straight up worth just charm sleeping and not having to deal with it. Kind of feels like you get a 2-for-1. It's like you don't, but it sort of feel like you do. I can believe that, Zangarth, for sure. Well, now that one's a problem. Kind of sucks, but I think it's all I can do. Just missing these land drops. Too far behind mana-wise for this to be a thing. If I can bounce this, it's way less scary. I have to draw land anyway. Okay, that was gonna get me. Really needed that land that turn. That's a shame. Librarians might be able to help me find it though, and they're a decent blocker too. Like I can take 4. But let's hit that land. I don't think I can take the Mist Dragon, which kind of sucks. Like another land would at least get me closer to the Lenorm. I need to be in a position where I have some hope if they kill my other Conjurer. And I think I actively need to find my removal spell. Because we're in a bit of trouble if I don't. Wonder if they know what this does. This gets creatures. I don't know why they're exiling non-creatures. Ah, okay. Because they're going to discard the blue card. That makes a lot more sense. The blue one do get a spell, so they can play now. It sucks that like they still get the intensity counter. I was wondering if they could use mana of any color to do that. Yeah, I can't tell because it says ability remove. But this is kind of why I wanted to try to draw the Prey Upon variant. Or whatever. I guess it's not Prey Upon, it's Rabid Bite, but I need to be able to kill this thing. Otherwise their creatures are just going to outscale me. There it is. Now I just need this in play. And we can kill that. And be less scared. So things are getting pretty intense, but it's all right. That's awkward. I'm bottoming it. I'll hit another land eventually anyway. I don't think there's anything I need to tap down currently. I don't think we did. Oh yeah, we did. I can play it next turn. That's fine. Yeah, I must have miscounted the Conjurer. I saw 4, 5, 6 total. I guess because of the way the lands were stacked. I just didn't see it. I'm glad I bought him the land. Feel a lot better about that. I'm tapping that just in case I draw a green instant. I don't think I actually have any, but I'd hate to draw one and be like, oh man, we should have done that different. Guess we got another combat trick over there. Or something. Or it may have been a similar thing to what I did when I just attacked with this in the blind. Like they're going to get a free scry. I have the same board. All right, let's see what you did there. It's a fun little battle. Well, that's clearly going down, but I can go ahead and do this first. I guess I just take the other creature. It doesn't have to be a great creature right now. Charmed Sleep didn't get buffed, but so many blue cards got buffed that you're probably seeing people playing it, whereas before they weren't. My goodness, they were irritated. Charmed Sleep didn't need a buff. It was already pretty amazing. But every other blue card was terrible, so they buffed them. Charmed Sleep's still like the worst removal spell in the set, but it's a removal spell in the set. Kind of need those. I am a little bit sleepier than I normally am when I stream. I think I'm running on about 8 hours of sleep for the past 2 nights. Whereas normally I would have closer to 12 or 15. So I'm not quite able to think. Or they just got frustrated. Like some people get frustrated, you know? Know what I mean? They get irritated. They don't want to grab a leg. I don't remember the name of it, Thangarth. It's a 2/3 for 2, and you can spend 1 to exile cards from a graveyard and then specialize it. I've had it before. It's a black uncommon. It's quite good. That's it. Thank you, Zombob. Yeah, that really doesn't tell you what the card does it? You gotta go read the whole thing. Good old six-sided magical cards. Boop, boop. Given that they mulliganed, my plan here is just to trade 1 for 1. Cross my fingers that we can keep doing that and that they don't have much card draw. Stabilize with the giant, druidic ritual a bunch of crap back, and have them scoop. Kind of sucks that they get their card back on that one, but it is what it is. Wouldn't mind drawing one of them death touchers. You know what I'm saying? Band together with a blocker ain't terrible. I can do something with that. Just have to do it on my turn. Might potentially be fun to do it on their turn. Hey, what's up, Raptors Gate? How you been? You started the streams yet? I was thinking about you the other day when I was watching a Hunt Showdown streamer. I was thinking of that werewolf thing. Oh man, that stinks. I hope they all feel better. I think I'm going to try to get some value on blocks. We'll see if I can get away with it. I wonder why it didn't. That's weird. Sometimes it takes a minute. But yeah, I'm showing you with a sub badge. So you definitely subbed. I'm sorry you didn't get the notification. We'll do it live. Thank you, Raptors Gate. Y'all spam some cats for Raptors Gate. I'm sorry I didn't do the alert. That's stinky. Yeah, it definitely worked. You got the sub badge. A 4-year subscriber badge. That is pretty pog. Kind of sucks. I needed those. Don't really need these. Are you on iOS or Android? I've subbed on iOS and it can get weird sometimes. Yeah, the gate still has the ability. We have not used it yet. We've not had time. Just been kind of frantically blocking. Kind of still in a position to be frantically blocking, to be fair. To be fair. Never seen this played either. That's a new one for me. But it looks like they were just aggro, 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 go, go, go. So pretty happy to see a land from Zim. I wonder why they didn't equip it. Kinda have to block now if they pump first, and even if they don't. It's gotten rather a bit awkward. I reckon we'll block it so that we don't die. It's like they know. Can you guess why I didn't? Hello, little one. Baby is saying hi. I think they can kill me with an act of treason. Well, that's about it, I think. They've probably got multiples. Not in hand, obviously. But in their deck, you see. It's an alright start, isn't it? I don't really read anymore. Like, if it ain't a podcast or a video, I don't care what you got. Huh. That's probably terrible.
Here we go out finally popped up for me to write this.
Nice, Raptors. Thank you very much. Let's spam some cats for Raptors. That's not entirely fair. It's just that lately I'm reading The Not So Scary Hairy Spider and What Do You See on the Beach, which is a little different than what I used to read, but still engaging and interesting stories. And I've also been reading her a book called Soonish that Sim Wife got for me a long time ago. That's fantastic. It's about near space age technology. It's quite good. Hiya. Man, that feels weird to be like, no, I don't need the land. But I need the land. Man, this is so good with it. Maybe I just follow the tracks next turn and then see if we can get to the point that I can duplicate it. Like, I should be able to find one more land somewhere. I think provided they don't counter this, we're probably fine. Even if they do, I can likely recover, but it would be a little ugly. The recovery would be off of another one of these librarians, which I think we can also pretty easily do. I'd listen to a funny story about the Ice Age saga too, frankly. Sounds great. That is going to need to go down, but I think first I need to scry into that one more land. There you go. I'd like to hit a string of land drops from here, obviously. It's going to be a little awkward if they counter this one, but like I can, again, probably still recover. It's only 3 damage a turn. Just quitted for right now. I would not say that I have quitted forever. That's actually not the right call. That's the right call. I just don't have a lot of time to stream anymore, Most Wanted. I went from being a full-time streamer to being a full-time dad and streaming a little bit on the weekends. So it's really compressed the amount of time that I have to stream. And I've just got to play games that I'm really into. And right now I like streaming Magic because some people will watch me play. And I like this set. And I've been enjoying the Cycle Frontier, so I've streamed some of that. I think they have another counterspell, which kind of stinks, but it is what it is. Of course. I'm still very interested in Storybook Brawl. If I had 40 hours a week to stream, I expect I'd be spending 15 on Storybook Brawl. Game's cool. I just don't have enough time. The main issue was just viewership. Like, there's kind of like Yuckmouth and Trinet, and if you're not them, kind of nobody's watching you. And it's not exactly bringing in new viewers, which is a shame. It's a fun game. I expect they'll... Hey, what's up, Workish? I expect they'll do like a big advertising push at some point, and maybe I can play it some more then. But like realistically, I'm a hobby streamer for now and trying to stay sane. And I get like when Sim Baby is going to kindergarten, I'll look at what we want to do streaming during the day. You know what I mean? They've got something. I don't know what it is. Yuck's great. They seem really interested in trading these. Let's see if that's actually what they want to do. I've chatted with him. I had him as a guest on the stream. He was awesome. Absolutely awesome. What the heck are they doing? I took out the 2-mana bounce spell, essentially. Like they just, it's now a sorcery. So they're not holding up, you come to a river or whatever. This thing's sorcery speed. So they've got some sort of 2-mana instant. Or 3-mana instant that they just keep holding up. Okay, I've been had. I mean, they made a removal spell out of it. That's good. I don't think it will fundamentally impact this game, but sure. That's pretty great, Raptors. I approve. You sit on another counterspell? The Mana Leak variant's too, right? Yeah. Can sort of start an attack with the Herd Gorger here in a minute. I'm concerned about them being so far ahead on life and trying to kill me with the Blue Dragon. Like, I'll trade this for 2 whatevers. They quite like them hypnotic patterns over there, don't they? I kind of liked Magic more when it was a little bit lore-less, which is probably really weird. But I got less interest. It was interesting to me when it was basically, here's a plane and there's stuff that's happening on it, and you kind of had to infer some of the story from the cards. And once it became an sort of like, let's follow Gerard on his wacky adventures in the Weatherlight, I was like, no, I don't really want to do that. I don't know. I think that was just them kind of flirting with the idea of what if we had an ongoing story. Which is pretty cool. It was vilely duplicated. A duplication most foul. Can start trading off crap now. I mean, that's why that interaction may not initially be noticeable, but the reason I Charm Sleep their Conjurer first is you kind of have to. funny, I'm one short. Means I should be able to kill him next turn. I think I do want to chump that. Well, you're dead now. Unless you drew one hell of a card. Boop. Bye-bye. I may not be a bronze gamer forever, chat. What do you think? We've got a mastery bubble too? What a day to be Semulin. Bag of Holding. I forgot that was in the deck. What a card. I'm also really surprised that the Gladiator event wasn't best of one. And like, of all the people to complain about something being best of three, I think it wouldn't be me. And yet, here I am about to complain about it. So, one of the things that could make that interesting to me is like, I could download it on a tablet and play Gladiator when I'm stuck on the couch and some baby's taking a nap on me. But if it's best of three, I kind of don't have time to do that. It's funny. Yeah, we used the code earlier. But 'tis a good code. 'Tis a very good code. Literally everything was until Arena Nobody. Like, that's not it. I mean, cool for them. I felt that best of three was really important for draft. And yet... Okay. That's one of those things where you don't, no one is saying that dice is important to Dungeons and Dragons, right? Intangible? Nobody's saying that. But imagine that somebody made a D&D book and they removed dice rolling and instead just had the players choose whether they were successful or not. Then you'd have the people from GURPS saying dice rolling is important. Like, I didn't say best of three was important to draft because I couldn't imagine best of three not being part of draft. Like, how would that even work? And then it was gone. And it's like, what do you even do with that? So I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, I don't know anything about Gladiator, but I might have tried it, ironically, if it was best of one, which I usually don't like. But yeah, I would agree that any format that people are playing competitively, best of three is important too. And I understand why it's important there, even if you don't have a sideboard. I was just like, time-wise, it could be a fun little thing I could sit down and play and like do some of my quests and get a little bit of free gold. I'd do that. But as it is, I'm like, I guess there's no punishment for scooping though, is there? It's like, if she wakes up, who cares? Just turn the tablet off, let it disconnect. Guess we solved that problem, didn't we? They've got the next snap. It's fine. They can kill the 2/5. Is it the only thing on Arena that's not available in Best of 1? I still think Arena would have done better if Best of 1 as a concept did not exist. But grumpy old man and all that. Have a good nap, Raptors Gate. Hiya! Dude, I know the feeling. If you can get a nap, go get a nap. There's a reason I randomly fired up a stream at 2 o'clock in the morning. And you know what that reason is. Hiya! Hiya! Kills him with dragons. Have to attack with the other ground pounders so they can't chomp with the... So they can't attack and gain life with the steadfast paladin. And then top deck a removal spell. I want to get this closed out. Not that there's any reason not to attack with it. We have perfect information. Alright, now they're dead. Dead, dead, dead. Someday we'll all be dead. Bye-bye. Kaboom. GG's. Alright, I need some pogs in chat. I am now silver ranked and limited. That's silver gaming. Incredibly skilled magic is what you're observing. Looks like blue's back on the menu. Seems right, not particularly aggressive, but not all hands have to be aggressive, do they now? Might need something other than 6 drops, but, you know, it's probably fine. It's a cool looking island. That's just like the default island for the set. I'd never seen them because no one ever plays blue. I think we're overall happy trading creatures, even if we're a little down on the exchange. Are they short lands or have too many of them? This card's pretty good, and it got better. Like, I was happy to play it when it cost 2 mana. Discarding a Prism? Huh. They gotta have a hell of a hand. I don't think I've ever looted away a Prism. It's so good. Basically to draw our land for next turn. I like that. Is that a counterspell? No. It's an oddly sequenced Valor Singer. Just seeing if we could get some blocking going. It's probably improvised weaponry, I guess. Or just the old chump check. Sure. Now we know what we bounce with the other one. First time I've seen this card, and I've seen it twice today. It's pretty good. It goes back to me, right? If I bounce it. It's just funny, it'll be like the third time the darn thing's been cast. I guess Gale's Herpaderp would be better if it was like exile it. Conjure a copy. Yada yada yada. No attacks. Lindsay Lohan. We have to kill her. She's bad news. Nah, that has to be banded together this turn. I really can't do anything with the extra mana. I probably should have just taken all that damage last turn and kept the blocker. Yeah, an untapped land would have been swell. I would pick Sharebear. I probably should have Orcish. I'm still... Yeah, I can tell I'm not 100% right now. This game's a little harder to play when you don't sleep anymore. I vaguely remember what sleep was like. It was like you could sort of think about more than one thing at a time. Some really just felt like it lined up poorly for us, and that was a mistake not to double block that one for sure. Should have done that. But it's okay to be sleepy. They have been drawing just straight gas. But we'll get them after sideboarding. That is relatable, Mr. Zombub. We're just kind of dead here, eh? Not a huge fan of that. I think I'd strongly prefer not to be dead. Meh. They can figure it out. If we're gonna lose, it's okay to lose right after you've got there, but I thought the 7 wins would have been nice. But it's okay, we can take it. Alright. Not too shabby. And a very big thank you to my patrons. Thank you, Punk, Joe, Jesse, Jacob, Scott, Fasty, Rich, Brandon, Jazzy, Craig, and Geis. I appreciate y'all.